Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be creating 5 looks with one palette, and this one is going to be a cult classic, the Modern Renaissance from ABH, or Anastasia Beverly Hills. But before we begin, let me introduce myself. Hello, my name is Carla and I am a makeup enthusiast who loves to create looks and just have fun with the makeup that I already have and own. I occasionally buy new products and review them for you guys, so if that is something that you're interested in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Hello guys and welcome to day number 1 of 5 looks 1 palette. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to grab this fluffy brush that I have over here. This one is my Morphe M332 and I'm going to grab the shade Golden Ochre. This one right here. I'm just going to grab this shade in this brush and I'm going to apply it. Wait a second, where is everything? Guys, I feel like it's been a while, but it really hasn't. It's been just a week. But I don't know, it feels longer. It's been such a long week. Anyway, I'm gonna move my mirror because I'm not in the center anymore. Ugh, and move this. So like I said, I'm just gonna put this over here on my crease. It's the shade, like I said, Golden Ochre. Ochre. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm gonna grab a little bit more because I feel like it's barely showing up. I am tapping this. There it is. That's better. That's a pretty shade. Okay. But this brush feels very stiff and very, I don't know. And I'm just applying a little bit more because I really want to build it up. I'm going to apply a little bit more here on the inner part of my crease. And up here. Alright, I'm happy with how this looks. I want to keep it, like I said, very simple today. I'm going to grab now a different brush. Now I'm going to grab this brush. This one, it's from Glamour Dolls, I don't know. And it's another fluffy brush, but this one is a little bit more tapered. So it's, you know, not as wide or as fluffy as this other one, as you can see. I don't know if you can see. Like one has a more, like I said, tapered shape and the other one is not. I'm going to grab with this one the shade Raw Sienna, this one right here. And I'm just going to start applying that on my outer corner to deepen things out. And I'm also going to grab a little bit more and I'm going to bring it inside of the crease, like right here underneath, just to deepen things out a little bit more. And grabbing a tiny bit more, I'm just going to pack it over here. And bring the rest inside. Now going back in with my first brush and no product, I'm just going to start blending these edges of that second shade just so there's a smooth transition between those two. But I think they pretty much blended into themselves, so I think it's really, really nice. I'm actually going to grab a little bit more of Golden Ochre because I feel like with this eye, I'm always struggling that it doesn't look even in this area over here of my brow bone. Alright, next I'm going to grab a smaller brush. This one is my ColourPop E23, I think. And I'm going to grab the shade Cypress Umber. Then I'm going to tap. And I'm going to apply that on my outer B. I'm just going to start tapping all over. And I'm going to grab again the second brush with no product. And I'm going to start blending the edges of this shade until they look nice and smooth. Which I am honestly not having any sort of issues doing that, and I like that. That looks really, really nice. Now grabbing again that third brush, that small brush with the Cypress Umber shade, I'm gonna just make sure that everything is again deepened out over here. And one last blend on the edges. And then back with my first brush, I'm just gonna do this one more time. I feel like I lost some color over here in the center of my eyelid. So I'm just going to bring in the second brush. And now for my lid, I'm going to grab the shade Primavera, this one right here. I'm just going to apply that on my finger and start tapping on my lid. Now back with the third brush, I'm just going to make sure that the shimmer and the outer corner are blended in together. Now let's move on to the lower lashes. For that, I'm going to be using my Cypress Umber shade again. in this little brush. I'm gonna grab a little bit, tap it, and I'm going to run it. Let me grab a mirror. I have this mirror today because I did not bring the other one. And I'm just gonna run it over my lower lashes over here, all the way in. And I'm actually gonna grab the brush that came with a palette. Now I'm gonna grab a little bit of the golden ochre shade, and I'm gonna run that on top of my lower lashes, or on top of that shade that I just applied on my lower lashes. And now I'm just gonna grab some of that tempera shade for my inner corner. I'm gonna grab this with this brush over here. I don't even know what it is. It's Morphe M578, and that's all I could find. I'm just gonna apply that, like I said, with a brush. That's okay. And a little bit on my brow bone. Alright guys, this is the final look. Let me go ahead and finish the other eye off camera. Well, actually not off camera. I'm going to be recording a tutorial, but let me go ahead and do that and then I'll come back with the final look. Alright guys, this is the completed look. I hope that you like it. And for lips, I only use the Hydra Bomb lip gloss in the shade Faux. And that's about it. And I just apply mascara, nothing else. You know, you already saw how I did everything else. I don't have any water eyeliner today. I just, you know, wanted something simple. Plus, it's late. Kind of am getting ready to just take this off and probably go to sleep or something. Take my dog out and that's it. Anyway, guys, that's it for today's look. Let's go ahead and jump into look number 2. Hello and welcome to look number 2. As you can see, this one, it's not subtle. This one is not neutral. This one is very, very out there. But I also want to say that this look, it is not my creation. I took inspiration and I actually copied the exact same tutorial. This look is from Angel Bright. This is how her look turned out. And I'm going to link her video in the description box down below because like I said, I just followed her tutorial. So I thought that, you know, I was going to put this out here also. But again, like I said, if you want to follow a more in-depth tutorial, this is going to be, you know, coming from her. And yeah. Anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the shade Burnt Orange, this one right here. And I'm going to apply that on my Morphe M332. I'm going to tap it, and I'm going to apply it all over my crease. I'm going to apply a little bit more to make it a little bit darker. And I'm going to extend it over here just a tiny bit, not a whole lot. Now I'm going to grab my ColourPop E25. This is a flat brush, and with this, I'm going to grab the shade Red Ochre, this one right here. Red Ochre, Golden Ochre. Nice. I just noticed. And I am going to apply it again on my crease, but I'm going to try to do like a, kind of like a cut crease. And so I'm just going to start, you know, building it or mapping it or tracing it. And I'm also going to bring it a little bit out here. Now I'm going to go back with the first brush and no product, and I'm just going to start blending. And I think I'm going to apply a little bit more because that looks very, very like light. I want it to be more intense. So I'm applying a little bit more. And I'm just tapping it over here. And I'm going to use the same brush to blend. I'm just going to do circular motions over here on the edges. Alright, and I'm going to grab a little bit more of Burnt Orange. I'm going to tap the brush and I'm just going to put it on top of this Red Ochre shade. And one more time with whatever is left on my second brush with the shade Red Ochre. Again, no product, just with whatever is left. I'm just going to tap one more time. Now with this brush from Glimlight, honestly, is it Glimlight? Glimnetic? Glamier? Something with a G. I do not like this brush. I think it's a little too big, but if you have just a normal flat brush, lip brush, just grab that one. And with this one, I'm going to use the shade Venetian Red, and I'm going to apply it all over my lid. This is such a beautiful shade. Now back with the second brush and no product, I'm just going to start blending over here the edges of Venetian Red. And one more time, I'm going to grab my first brush and I'm just going to blend everything with no product. Now, just to lighten things up, I'm going to grab the brush that came with the palette and I'm going to grab the tempera shade, this one right here. I'm going to tap it and I'm going to apply that on my brow bone because I feel like this over here got a little too dark already. And I'm actually going into my inner corner also. Just to lighten things up a little bit because I noticed that it's a little too much compared to the other eye. Now with my ColourPop E23, I'm going to grab the shade Cypress Umber, this one right here, and I'm going to apply that on my outer V. Ugh, I brought it too high. Yes, sir.
Hi.
Hi.
Is today my guest appearance day? Or?
If you want to. Alright, now that I have this, even though I thought I brought it a little bit high, I'm going to use my second brush and I'm going to start blending this edges of this one right here. Is this the... Yes. And now I'm going to go back with my first brush and I'm just going to blend everything again. There it is. I feel like this side is obviously prettier than this. I'm not liking how this outer V is looking on this eye, but you know what? We're going to roll with it. I'm going to grab the brush that I use for Venetian Red and I'm going to start blending these two shades over here. Alright, now I'm going to apply some black eyeliner for this. I'm going to be using my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide-On pencil, and this one is in the shade Perversion. I don't know why they use so weird names, but anyway, I'm going to put that on my waterline. And a little bit on my lash line, just very, very little. Now with my ColourPop E26, I'm going to grab the shade Cypress Umber, or Cypress Umber, that one. The dark brown, guys. And I'm going to use this one to start blending. And I'm going to run this over that black eyeliner. Let me grab a little bit more of that Cypress Umber. Alright, and now I'm going to grab the brush that came with the palette on the flat side, and I'm going to grab the shade Burnt Orange to soften this under eye color, and I'm going to extend it all the way over here also. Okay, now I'm just going to blend and fix things that I think need to be fixed. Like I think that I need to blend a little bit more over here with my first brush, and I think that I need to darken a little bit that outer V, so I'm going to grab a little bit more of that Cypress Umber, and I'm just going to apply it over here. And I'm going to blend again up here with the second brush. And last but not least, one more time with my first brush. Now, I'm going to grab a different brush. This one is like a pen, I don't know, this one is a weird brush, guys. It's a Morphe M578, and I'm going to grab the shade Vermeer, this one right here, and I'm going to apply that on my inner corner in my brow bone. I'm going to start applying this on my inner corner. And whatever is left, I'm going to use it for my brow bone. And last but not least, some winged eyeliner. Let's do this. Let's see how this goes. And I normally go like with a very thin line over here, just because again, I have hooded eyes, and if I do a thick line, it just looks like I have no lid, and everything just transfers to my, the upper part of my lid. So I try to keep my winged eyeliner very thin. Alright guys, that is it. I'm just gonna go off camera, put on some mascara and lipstick, no lashes today, and I will be back. Alright guys, I am back, and this is the final look. But yeah, this is it for today for look number 2, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into look number 3. Hello guys and welcome to day number 3. This is the look that I came up with and I'm gonna walk you through it. So let's go ahead and get started. Again, I am using, you already know, but I'm using the Modern Renaissance palette. And I am going to start with the shade Bone Fresco. I don't know, this one right here, the kind of lilac-y purplish that we have over here. And I'm gonna grab that on a fluffy brush. I have this one right here. I don't know what brush it is. It came in an Ipsy bag. So like I said, I'm gonna grab a little bit of that brush, gonna tap it. I'm gonna start applying that on my crease, all over my crease. Actually, the first time I did not tap it, so I'm gonna grab some more. And and I'm just gonna go all in with this. I'm gonna start with the outer corner and then bringing it to the inside part of my crease. And guys, I feel like it's been it's been a while since I have recorded. I think it's been like 9 or 10 days. I don't think I have an excuse, to be honest, this time. It's just been a crazy month. Very busy. I'm very stressed. I just, I've been napping so much. Just like I am that tired just from work, and it's not me being tired so much. It's more like me being stressed. I just have a lot of stress at work, and like I just come home and I just want to sleep and not think about work or anything, And by the way, guys, I grabbed a little bit more of that shade and applied again because I really want this to be a little bit darkish. As you can see on this side, it's pretty dark. So I'm just trying to build that up. I think this is where I'm going to leave it for now because we're going to come back later. Now I'm going to grab a different brush. This one is a Luxie, I believe. No, it's a Glamour Doll, whatever. It's a taper brush. And with this one, I am going to grab the shade Love Letter, this one right here. So we're going to grab this. Going to tap. And I am going to put it again under this shade all over my crease. And I think I had to apply a few times because for some reason this was looking patchy, which I was not very excited about. I just really didn't like the way it was looking. Okay, I'm grabbing a little bit more. I'm going to tap it. And I am just going to tap it up here. Actually, I'm grabbing a little bit more. And I'm going to tap it up here. Just making sure that this is nice and not too patchy, because on this eye it was just looking ridiculously patchy. On this eye, of course, I cannot see it, but I think it's because the mirror is a little bit further away. So let me check on my big mirror. Yeah, it looks a little bit better for sure. Okay, now I'm gonna go back with my first brush and no product, and I'm just gonna blend over here. And now with my finger, I'm gonna grab the shade Venetian Red. I'm gonna grab that with my pinky. And I'm going to apply it all over my lid. I'm going to apply a little bit more over here. And now back with the second brush and no product, I'm going to blend the edges of this shade of Venetian Red. And then one more time with my first brush and no product, I'm just going to go over everything up here. Alright, I actually still think that the other one still has more colors, so I might go... not yet. Okay, so now with my finger again, I'm going to grab the shade Vermeer, this one right here. Wait, this one right here. I'm going to grab the shade Vermeer, and I'm going to apply it in my inner corner. Just like this. And going all the way to the middle of my lid. Again, just here, on my inner corner. That's a highlighter shade also. Up here. Alright, and I am going to blend one more time. This time I'm going to grab a little bit of that Buon Fresco shade. And I'm going to blend over here. And then I'm going to grab my second brush again and a little bit of Love Letter because I am noticing that over here I don't have that much. And I am going to blend here. Basically just, you know, adding final touches wherever I think it needs a little bit more color. Just like here, I'm blending these two shades. Back with my first brush, blend over here. And as you can see, I feel like this eye has a lot more of Vermeer shade. So I'm going to apply a little bit more. I'm going to grab it with my ring finger. And I'm going to apply more of Vermeer. There it is. Maybe that's a little bit better. Okay, I like that. That's much better. Now I'm going to grab a different brush. This one right here. It's, I don't know what it is, to be honest. Again, all of these brushes came in an Ipsy bag, which, by the way, did you hear the news that Ipsy and BoxyCharm are merging, are just becoming one thing now? I think that the little one, the glam bag, it's gonna stay the same, but then for, like, for example, I had the box or the Ipsy Plus, which was a $28 one that came in the string bag. They're removing that one and it's just becoming BoxyCharm. They're not doing the whole string bag anymore, which is kind of sad because I like that. Those are the bags that I use to take all of my toiletries to the gym. But anyway, so again, I grabbed a little bit. I'm sorry, I forgot this brush over here. I grabbed just a smaller brush and I grabbed a little bit of Buon Fresco, that shade that we use for the crease, and I'm going to run this on my lower lashes and connecting it to my outer corner. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. And now I am going to grab my second brush. What's my second brush? Yes. And I'm going to go again with the Love Letter shade, which is that dark burgundy shade. And I am going to, not burgundy, I'm sorry. This is like a cranberry shade. And I'm just going to put it over here on my outer corner of my lower lashes, connecting it to my top lashes. To my outer corner over here. And back with the first brush. There's no product. I'm just going to blend a little bit over here. And I think that's about it. Yeah, okay. Let me go ahead and put on some mascara and I will be back. Alright guys, I am back and this is the final look. As you can see, I only applied mascara and some lipstick. For that, I applied a lip crayon, which is going to be linked in the description box down below. Everything is the same as in my shop, my stash. And that's about it, guys. I did not apply any water eyeliner. I definitely would like to apply some liquid eyeliner, like a winged eyeliner with this look. The reason why I didn't do it is because I'm not about to take this off and record another look because today is Monday before the end of February. It's Monday the 27th. You're probably watching this on the 28th because of the likelihood of me finishing editing this tomorrow. Yeah, I'll finish editing it tomorrow, but it's probably gonna happen late. So this video is gonna probably be up, I don't know, somewhere around 8, 9, or 10 p.m. on Tuesday, February 28th. But yeah, guys, so like I said, this is the final look. But anyway, guys, let me go ahead and take this off and join me for look number 4. Alright, guys, I am back for look number 4. And as you can see, this is a very simple, everyday friendly look. Office friendly, work friendly, whatever you do for work, basically. So let's go ahead and get started. For this one, I finally can say I've used all of the shades in this palette, which is what I was looking for. Every time that I grab a new palette or this 5 looks 1 palette and shop my stash, my goal is not only to use the palette itself and get more creative with it, but to use all the shades in the palette. That way I don't leave any of the shades untouched. You know what I mean? So I finally have touched every single shade in this palette and I'm very excited about that. But we're not here to talk about it. Let's go ahead and get started with this look. First, I started with a fluffy brush. This one is my Soria's, whatever it is. It's a blending brush. That's That's all you need to know. And for this, I'm going to grab the shade Warm Taupe, this one right here. I'm going to tap it, and I'm going to apply it all over my crease. I'm going to grab a little bit more because that was not enough. And just a tiny bit more because it's not as deep as I would like to. Alright, yeah, that's perfect. Now I'm gonna grab a different brush. This one is my Farrah. It's a blender brush. It's the 25E. And I'm gonna grab the shade Real Gar. This one right here. I think that's how it's Real Gar. I don't know. This orange right here, guys. So I'm gonna grab that on this brush. I'm gonna tap it, and I'm gonna apply it also again on the crease, just under the Warm Taupe shade. Okay, now I'm gonna go back with my first brush, and I'm gonna blend this a little bit more so it looks nice, soft, not blended. I mean, not all harsh. You know, we want smooth transitions. That's better. I need a little bit more over here. Now I'm going to grab another brush. This one is from Glammier. It came in a boxy charm. And I'm going to grab the shade Antique Bronze. Yes, the shimmer with a brush. I know. We're just going to start with it, okay? I'm going to tap, and I'm going to place it very carefully on my outer corner, just to add some depth. And I'm going to just blend it up here, trying to come all the way to the middle of my eyelid. And it does apply nice with a brush, but after we have done this, I'm gonna go in with my finger and a little bit more of that Antique Bronze shade, and I'm gonna just tap it. Tap, tap, tap over here. Alright, and back with my second brush, I am going to blend this edges of that Antique Bronze shade. And then back with my first brush and a little bit of that Warm Taupe shade. Just gonna blend the rest of it. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with the Primavera shade. I'm gonna grab that on my, on my pinky, not my pinky, I'm sorry, my ring finger. And I'm gonna apply that over here in the inner part of my lid. There it is. And I'm gonna grab again a little bit more of that Antique Bronze shade, and I'm just going to apply it over here where they both meet, so it's all nice and blended. Alright, I actually think that this side is a little bit brighter than this side, so I'm gonna apply just a tiny bit more of that Primavera shade on this other side, of course. Now for the lower lashes, I'm gonna grab again that Real Gar shade on the same brush. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna press that brush, and I'm gonna run it all over my lower lash line, just like that. And you can either leave it like this or do what I did and grab that first brush with the Warm Taupe shade and just blend right here. And that is it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara, and I will be back. Alright guys, I am back, and this is the completed look. As you can see, all I did was to apply mascara. I already had the lipstick on, and that is about it. Let me just pull my hair down. But anyway guys, this is the completed look. I really like this. I think that this is a very, like I said, very wearable, very everyday friendly look that you can create with this palette. And like I said, I'm very happy that I have finally used every single shade in this palette. Tomorrow I'm gonna come back with the final look, the fifth look for this palette, and with that we'll be, you know, done with this Shop My Stash, and I'll start to bring new products. This is it, like I said, for look number 4. Let's go ahead and jump into look number 5. Yes, 5. Welcome to day number 5, and please excuse my hair. Hopefully by the end of this look it'll look better. But let's go ahead and get started with the final look of this 5 looks 1 palette with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance. So for this look I created a halo eye. I kept it very neutral. I mean, this is basically a neutral palette with like 2-3 pops of color. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna grab a blender brush, and I'm gonna grab the Warm Taupe shade, and without tapping, I'm gonna go straight into my crease. Next, I'm going to grab a little bit more and I'm going to apply that on my lower lashes. Okay, now I'm going to grab another blender brush. This is my Farah 25E and I'm going to grab the shade Red Ochre. And I'm going to place that under the warm taupe shade of the crease. I'm going to first start tapping. And then I'm going to blend. Gonna be very careful into not bringing it too high because I just want it to peek through the other color that I'm gonna put on top and not necessarily cover the whole thing. Now back with my first brush and no product, I'm gonna blend these two colors. I'm just gonna grab whatever brush with a tempera shade. This one is like a pointy brush. I just am going to lighten things up over here on the brow bone because I feel like that warm taupe shade got a little too high. And also over here inside of the eye. Now I'm going to grab a very small brush, and this one is my Morphe E18, and I'm going to grab the shade Cypress Umber. And this is the one that we're going to use to create that halo eye effect, kind of. So I'm going to start by applying that in my outer corner, like the outer V. And I'm just doing this in tapping motions first. And then blend the edges. And I'm going to grab a little bit more. And I'm going to put it in my inner corner. Alright, now back with my second brush and no product. I'm going to start just blending the edges of this Cypress Umber shade, or Cypress Umber, whatever it's called. So there's no harsh lines. Alright, and back with the first brush, we're going to blend just everything again. For some reason, this side doesn't look as blended as the other side, and that is bothering me so much. So I'm gonna blend again. Now with my ring finger, I'm gonna grab the shade Primavera, and I'm gonna apply that in the center of my eyelid. And back with the brush for the Cypress Umber shade, I'm just gonna blend these two shades over here. And back with the second brush, just blend up here very carefully. And I actually think that this other side is bigger than this, so I might need to put a little bit more of that Primavera shade on the edges of this, just right here. I think that might work. Alright, now back with the brush for the Cypress Umber shade, I'm going to grab a little bit and I'm going to run it on my bottom lashes, just on my outer corner and my inner corner. And with my pinky and a little bit of that Primavera shade, I'm going to tap it over here in the center of my bottom lashes. And last but not least, guys, I'm going to grab the shade Vermeer with my pinky finger, and I'm going to apply that on my inner corners. Alright guys, this is it. I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara and lipstick, and I will be back with the final look. Alright guys, I am back, and this is the completed look. It's very pretty. It turned out better than what I thought. Honestly, I don't know why this time around, I don't know, I'm not feeling this palette anymore. I bought it again because, you know, I used to use it and stuff, but it's like, well, my preferences obviously have changed. I still think that the formula of this eyeshadow palette is really nice, but it's just not my colors anymore. Like, I am not a neutral person, and I feel like I already have tons of neutrals, you know. I don't know. Yeah, it's okay. It's an okay palette, nothing wrong with it. It's just, like I said again, very neutral, and it's not me. I like my colors. So yeah, but again, this is a completed look. I only applied mascara and lipstick. All the products that I've used will be in the description box down below. And yes, guys, that's about it. I am actually very excited that the month of February is gone, because it's been such a long month. It just makes it feel like January was really long ago. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day was really long ago. I don't know. Like, January had a different feeling. It was long, but it still felt like it had just happened. February, whew, it's been a ride. Let's put it that way. It's yeah. I am just very happy that it's finally over, and hopefully March will be a slow month and just more relaxed. I don't know. I just hope it's not like as rushed and that I am going at such a fast pace like I did in February. I really need the rest. I am very, I don't know, just exhausted. And I think that you guys noticed, because again, I feel like not that I barely posted, because I did post quite a lot at the beginning of the month, but you know, after Valentine's Day was very like, I don't know. But anyway, guys, I really don't want to make this video any longer than what it already is. I just am gonna say thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and you already know it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell notification button so you don't miss any single one of my videos. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.